What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Xefe here, and I want to talk about a new schedule that I'm doing, as well as bringing a normal video here. So, I've actually been thinking about my schedule pretty hard, and to be honest with you guys, I really haven't found anything that I really want to stick to too hard. But for now, I think I came up with something that, well, at least will give us some structure to get going again. So I want to make Monday my live com day, where I just play a video game, talk over it, while I'm playing about whatever, about the gameplay or about something else. Wednesday, I just want to be like a free day, like a wild card day that I can just post anything. So that way I have one of the days where, let's say I've been working on a Let's Play or something, and I feel like, hey, let's put another one of the Let's Plays out because it's popular or something like that. Well, I'm going to do that. So I'll do Wednesday is going to be the Let's Play day, random day. And it could be really anything. It could be another live com, could be a Let's Play. It could be me checking out a new game, something like that. And then Friday will be the Let's Play day where we will be doing Let's Play series like me and some buddies or something like that, or even solo. If you guys want to check out Prey, by the way, if you guys want me to play Prey, if you guys want to watch that, let me know. I've been thinking about it. And Saturday is going to be like my competitive day, like my sweaty day, where I play a multiplayer or super duper hard PvE game where, it's just you have to try really hard and try and make it through whatever obstacle we set for ourselves. We did try and record Road to Rank 1 for Star Citizen multiplayer, but it was our first time on the game in weeks, so we were having a rough time. But if you guys would like to see something like that, go ahead and let me know. And also, today's video, I just want to talk a little bit about the game in the background here, which is Mass Effect Andromeda. Now, a lot of people really just jumped on the hate bandwagon for this game without even touching it or even looking at anything about it, because I don't know if you know, but Mass Effect Andromeda, for some reason, EA didn't release the review copy as early as reviewers are accustomed to. So they immediately just went on like a really bad, oh, we hate this game, it's terrible kind of thing. And then it seemed like everyone kind of bandwagoned onto it. But I have about 70 hours in it, and honestly, I really think it's a great game. I think the single player is amazing. I think the multiplayer is really good. I think that the fact they're updating it and they're balancing it and stuff is really good. I mean, honestly, I just think one of the main reasons people hate it is just bandwagon hate. I mean, it honestly, if you guys are into sci-fi games, you're into open world sci-fi games, then you really will like Mass Effect Andromeda. Honestly, you will. The only, there is some bugs here and there, but I think that it's a great game. I think it's one of the better open world sci-fi games there is, and people can dispute that, but it's all opinion, honestly. I mean, it really depends. You might think that asparagus tastes like shit, and I might love it. It doesn't mean either one of us is right or wrong. But I do think that Mass Effect Andromeda does have a bunch of bugs. That is definitely true, but they aren't game breaking. Like if you play Fallout 4, for example, if you guys want to hear something funny, I played Fallout 4 and I couldn't beat the game. And if you're wondering why, spoiler alert, well, it'll be a very mild one. I was at the final part of one of my playthroughs where I was with the institution, and I couldn't end the game. When the final cutscene was about to come, the game would crash, and I couldn't end. I never got to see the final cutscene. So that led to me just stop playing the game. I said, fuck it, if I can't beat the game, fuck it. That's just stupid. That's a game-breaking bug. I mean, Mass Effect Andromeda hasn't had anything like that for me whatsoever. I've never had any game crashes or save corrupts. I've had a couple actually game crashes in multiplayer, but maybe like 2 or 3 in all of the 70 hours. I mean, nothing game breaking, you know what I mean? There's nothing that makes me like, oh my god, I just want to stop playing this trash game, or oh, I'm going to take a break because of this bug, or no, nothing like that. I've never had anything that crazy. And so that's why when everyone's going all nuts about how it's the most broken, terrible game ever, I really question if these people have actually played the game or even watched a Let's Play without, listening to the person's inherent bias for some reason that everyone has because they jumped on a bandwagon. I mean, a lot of people really hated the game and haven't touched it, and I just think it sucks. I mean, I'm all for bandwagon hating games that deserve it. I mean, Call of Duty, if they release a new game and it's complete trash, I'm all for fucking boycotting it. You know what I mean? But when a game actually isn't that bad, it's actually quite good, and everyone just bandwagons on it for whatever reason because their favorite YouTuber or some review site says it's trash, so they immediately agree, Kind of goes back to an old video I made called Blind Hate. It's really just one of those things where everyone's like, oh, fuck it, it's terrible. And it's like, why? Why do you think it's terrible? And they go, because it's terrible. Like, what? Like, I think a lot of people, they don't really critically think. I think that is a rare skill amongst people. And I really think that even with such bland, unimportant things like gaming, it's even a thing. I think that people just blindly hate things because other people do. And that sucks because now it seems like they're going to discontinue the Mass Effect series, which I'm a huge fan of. I think it's a great game. I think Andromeda, yes, it's flawed, but I think it's an amazing game. And I think that if the only reason people hate it is because other people do. Like, everyone I know that bought the game loves it. They think it's really fun. They think, there is some flaws, but they love it. They think it's a lot of fun. They think it's really cool. They think the multiplayer is entertaining. And they play it, and they love it. So, I personally, I like to go off of what all my friend groups are saying about games and things like that because they're more real. There's no bias. They spent their 60 or $100 or whatever, and they're gonna tell you how they feel about it, and that's how I feel about it. I don't, obviously I'm not getting paid by anybody on this fucking YouTube channel, so. I like to say how it is, man, and I like to say that I think it's a great game, and fuck the bandwagon. I agree. If you do, there was a lot of flaws, like the voice shit, the lip syncing is pretty shit, but I didn't think it was as bad as everyone else said. Like, games are not very good at it. I think the few examples they were pointing to of games that did it right are exceptions. I mean, sure, is there some scenes that are total trash and it looks like they're fucking fish? Absolutely. But that wasn't my entire experience. I felt like the main voiceovers that were just terrible were in random parts of the game besides the first part of the game when you originally enter the game. That part was bad, but most of the other interactions that had poor voiceovers were honestly just random little side conversations that I was barely paying attention to anyway because, you're 70 hours in, you're only paying attention to what you want to pay attention to. I don't care what the person that I'm bringing a medical crate to, this lip sync fucking voice looks like, and that's just my opinion. But hey, everyone has the right to their own opinion, so whatever. But all in all, like I said, I really don't think Mass Effect Andromeda was the shit show everyone claims it was. I think it's a really fun game, and I think if you ask most people who bought the game, they actually like it. And I think everyone I've talked to, everyone I've talked to loves the game that bought it. And everyone who I ask and say, oh, what do you think about Mass Effect Andromeda? And they say, oh, I hate it. It's terrible. It's the worst game ever. You know what they all say? Oh, I don't have it, but it's bad. Oh, well, how do you know? How do you know? Why don't you, if you have EA access, you can try it for 10 hours. You can really see if you like it. Honestly, it is not a bad game. If you like open world sci-fi, you will love the game. I think it's really fun. I think the side quests are good. I think everything is good about the game. I think there is flaws like the voiceover lip syncing. I think there is a little bit of stupid way they handle the inventory system because it feels like you don't run out, but you end up having to run out and having to clear space of shit that you feel like you shouldn't. But hey, at the end of the day, I think the game's great. and I definitely recommend checking it out. And I just want to talk a little bit about how people are jumping on that bandwagon. And yeah, anyway, boys, or well, I should say, ladies and gentlemen, you never know, there might be one lady viewer. Take it easy, and don't forget, check back in. I will have a video coming out very shortly. It just took me a while to make this one because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with my schedule. I didn't want to announce something that I changed right away. And I've been playing a lot of League of Legends. Let me know if you want to see me play some League, because I really am not sure if you guys want to see it. So comment down below, like, favorite, dislike if you don't like it, whatever. And I'll see you on the next one.